In the first video, we looked at the challenges humanity faces in managing the transition to a climate-changed world. In this next video, we will look at a class of physical risk of importance to the United Kingdom. Flooding is the prime physical risk for the United Kingdom. Water disrupts everything. Water damages every human thing it creeps into. Water can break defences, coasts. It can make thousands homeless. We are an island nation and it rains a lot. Flooding really matters. Flooding is really important as a UK physical risk, and understanding flooding will take an organisation a long way in understanding its exposure to UK climate change. City planners, the multi-agency statutory bodies and developers work together to ensure large centres of population are not overwhelmed by high tides and storm surges, allied to surface water and river runoff. But the stakes couldn't be higher. In the world of flood defences and engineering, millimetres matter. Many of the planning, intra-agency, government and insurance efforts relating to UK physical risks relate to water in one form or another. Flooding is the only UK physical risk that can make people homeless for months. It can make cars, homes, services, materials completely unserviceable. It can stop businesses trading and can ruin machinery. It can remove heavy engineering in bridges, roads and power supplies entirely. Flooding can sterilise land and make it unfit for crops. Flooding can make people redundant. Flooding can overwhelm historic drainage systems. Flooding can destroy habitats and wreak havoc with wildlife. Flooding can cause pollution and can make drinking water unfit for consumption. Flooding is really important. Flooding kills people, and if engineering fails, it places an enormous burden on our emergency services. Flooding and its interrelationships with homes and customers will be the key challenge of our age and has to be taken seriously. Add in storms and high winds to flooding and communities can see wide-scale impacts. The resources required in bouncing back from a serious flood event can take many months. Business closure can impact people's access to finance for even the basics. It's crucial that lenders in the UK think long and hard about flooding impacts on their portfolios and partner with a range of stakeholders who can provide the clear, practical and experienced support they will need. Starting with your insurance partners, you can better understand how flooding might impact your portfolio in the future. Building expertise on flooding and the other physical risks will be key. You will need consultants and experts who aren't interested in selling services, but who want to serve your needs and with the pedigree that demonstrates an end-to-end understanding. Flooding requires knowledge and expertise in climate, historical and future weather, hydrology, geospatial intelligence, property risk, surveying, insurance, and much more. What is true is that the home of tomorrow will be connected and a hub where interruptions to service will have far more impact than today. Home working, the home as a battery hub, and new costly retrofitted services will mean the property risk survey has to evolve and adapt, and lenders will need to know much more about physical risks and home resilience.